Welcome, Yorgies, to our very gentle, slow flow today. We're going to get started on our back, so go ahead and make your way there. And we're going to have you pull the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Gently rock from side to side. Massage the sacrum on the floor. Maybe bring the forehead to the knees. Whatever feels good for your body. Just kind of warming up the hips. And then let's go ahead and plant the feet flat on the ground. We're going to kind of do cat-cow on our back. So on the inhale, hands down by the sides, palms can face up. On the inhale, our belly is going to come away from the floor. We're going to arch our back, push our tailbone down into the mat. And on the exhale, we're going to round our spine, push the low back down into the mat as hard as you can so that no space is between your spine and the floor. And we're just going to keep rocking back and forth through this. On the inhale, you're arching your back so hard that someone could slide their hand underneath. And on the exhale, you're letting all the air out that you possibly can. So really see the capacity of your inhales and your exhales. Just starting to match that breath with the movement. It helps to bring us into the present moment and get us ready for our practice. A few more times. And the next time you round the spine into the mat, we're going to hold it there and see if you can use your core only to bring your knees up and shins parallel to the ground. Take a nice deep breath in, and on the exhale, drop the knees over to the right. Right hand can help guide that left knee a little closer to the floor. Gaze can go over the left. Left shoulder is planted firmly down on the ground, taking a little twist. And then let's go ahead, inhale the knees back through center, and we'll drop them over to the left. Left hand helps guide that knee down. Gaze can go over to the right. Right shoulder is down on the mat, even if that means your knees stay slightly lifted. And let's keep the knees where they're at and come into the fetal position on the left side of our body. So use that left bicep as a pillow. And we'll gently make our way into a seated position at the front of our mat. We'll cross at the ankles, plant the hands in front of the shins, and just roll into a tabletop position. Let's extend the right leg out nice and long behind us and take some circles with that ankle. Roll out the foot. Turn your toes to the right and then toes to the left as if you're waving at the back of the mat. And then take that right knee in towards the nose and plant the right foot in between the hands. Reach the arms up overhead. Find a nice stretch through that left hip flexor. Reach the arms up, biceps by the ears. Take a deep breath in here on the exhale. Let's interlace the hands behind the back. Reestablish that back bend. Slide the fist down that back leg. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, let's release the hands, straighten through the right leg, half splits. Pull the right toes back towards the forehead. Belly comes down to that thigh. So if you have to bend the knee here. Notice how Kate's hips stay stacked on top of that left knee. She's not sliding back. And if you want a little bit more here, left hand can grab for the outside of the right foot. And right arm can walk back. Breathe here. Keep pulling that right hip back. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, walk the hands back through center if they're not already. Rebend into that right knee. Tuck the left toes under. Lift the left knee off of the mat. Step the left foot up to join the right and find a forward fold. Let's inhale to halfway lift. And exhale, forward folds. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach up. And exhale, hands come down through heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, follow that prayer all the way down to the floor for your forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale, we're going to plant the hands and step back into a plank position. Drop down onto the knees, lower all the way down onto the belly, untuck the toes. Inhale, reach the chest forward, straighten through the arms, cobra. And then we'll exhale back into our tabletop position. Let's extend the left leg out nice and long behind us. Roll the foot out. And then maybe shift your toes from right to left as if you're waving at the back of the room. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, let's bring that left knee towards the forehead. Hug it in. Step the left foot in between the hands. Reach the arms up overhead, crescent moon. Notice how Kate's left knee is stacked right on top of that left ankle. Let's interlace the hands behind the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Slide the fists down that leg. Open up. Deep breath in. Exhale, let's release the hands, half split, straighten through the left leg. Left toes come up towards the forehead. Bend in the left knee. And work towards straightening, but always having a micro bend here. Notice how Kate's walking her hands around. If you did so on the other side, do that. Take one more deep breath in. And on your exhale, let's walk the hands back through center, bend into the left knee, right toes tuck under, lift the right knee off the mat, and let's step the right foot up to join the left. Now that both our hamstrings are nice and stretched out, let's separate the feet about hip width distance wide. Relax the head, relax the jaw, and come into a nice forward fold. Maybe sway from side to side. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and find stillness. Left hand is going to come down beneath the gaze. Right arm is going to reach up towards the sky. Bend the left knee and straighten the right leg. If you need a little more, left hand can grab for the outside of the right shin. Use that as leverage to twist the torso rather than the head. Take a deep breath in and exhale, forward fold. Right hand beneath the gaze, left arm reaches up, right knee bends, left leg stays straight. If you need more, right hand grabs for the outside of the left shin. Deep breath in, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, reach the arms up overhead, find the prayer. Exhale the hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. And we're going to do that a few more times. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, let's fold and hold here. Take the hands, interlace them behind the back to stretch out the shoulders. Let the head relax, let the jaw relax, crown of the head down towards the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Let's step back into our plank position. Knees can be straight or bent. We're going to lower all the way down to the belly. Inhale into our cobra pose, lengthen through the arms. And this time we'll find a downward facing dog. Lift the hips up nice and high, relax the head in between the biceps. Let's go ahead and inhale the right leg nice and high, bend the knees, stack the hips, open it up. Option to take some circles. Try to bring that right shoulder in line with the left. Notice if you're dumping down. Switch direction if you're taking those circles. Take a nice deep breath in, and on your exhale, take that right foot and step it to the outside of your right hand. Drop the left knee down onto the mat, untuck the left toes. Now stay here on the hands, or option to drop down onto the elbows. If you have some blocks, maybe those can assist you in getting a little deeper down into the pose. Deep breaths here. Let the hips settle. Relax the head, relax the jaw, come back to those nice deep breaths. And measuring the fullest extent of your inhales and your exhales. One more deep breath in. And on your exhale, we'll walk back up onto the hands. We're going to straighten through that right leg and find awkward half splits. So hands are going to stay to the inside of the right foot. Relax the head, relax the jaw. Pull the right toes back towards the right knee. Relax the head, unclench the teeth. Breathe here. One more deep breath in. And on your exhale, let's shift the weight forward. Scooch that right foot in between the hands. Tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee off the mat. Inhale, rise up, crescent warrior. Biceps by the ears. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Right arm forward, left arm back. Front heel is in line with the back arch. Right knee is stacked over that right ankle. Shoulders are in line with the hips. So notice if you're leaning forwards or backwards or shifted forwards or backwards. A nice straight line through the spine, fingers reaching away from each other. Deep breath in. Exhale, straighten through the right leg. Reach the right arm up overhead, flip the right palm, reverse triangle. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Reach the right forward, right hand forward and down. Left arm reaches up. Deep breath in. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of the mat. Bend into the left knee, right toes reach up towards the sky. We're going to try to get the booty nice and low here. So sink it down, sink it down, sink it down, and then gently let the booty come all the way down onto the floor. Left foot is going to come to the inside of the right inner thigh. Shift your weight over that right leg, meaning make sure that your torso is facing that right leg. Reach the arms up overhead, take a nice deep breath in, and exhale, fold over that right leg. Relax the forehead towards the knee. Bend in the knee here to make sure that you can bring that forehead down and that you're unlocking the hamstring. Find those nice deep breaths. Notice if your breath gets short and choppy. When you're ready, the right forearm is going to come to the inside of the right shin. If you can't get the forearm down on the ground, that's okay. Hands can touch, fingers can touch. Just use that to twist your body to the left or reach the left arm up towards the sky. And then reach your left arm up overhead. So bicep by the ear, reach the left fingers as if you're trying to reach for the right toes. But make sure you're pulling that left shoulder open. Maybe gaze up towards the ceiling. Keep reaching up and overhead for 3, 2, and 1. Rise all the way up. Plant the left hand behind the left hip. Rise up onto the left knee. Take a little back bend. Open up. Deep breath in. And exhale. Plant the right hand down. Shoot that left leg up nice and high. 3-leg down dog. Stack the knee. Bend the knee. Open it up. Shoulders are in line with each other. Take a deep breath in. And we'll take that left foot and step it to the outside of our left hand. Drop the right knee down, untuck the right toes. We're back in that lizard pose facing the opposite direction, right? This is the opposite direction. Option to stay on the hands or drop down onto the elbows. Relax the head, relax the jaw. And just be gentle here. If you can't come down onto the elbows or even close, that is totally fine. The more important thing is that we're hugging that left knee in towards the shoulder and we're trying to release the hips. Our instinct is to hold tension to prevent injury, but let gravity do the work. Trust your body and let it go. Notice if one side is way different from the other side. Just be nice and gentle with yourself. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, we'll walk back up onto the hands. We'll start to straighten through that left leg and find our awkward half splits. Relax the head, relax the jaw. Keep pulling that left hip back. Nice adjustments. Breathe here. And when you're ready, we're going to round back into that left knee, tuck the right toes under, right knee lifts, reach the arms up overhead, crescent lunge. Deep breath in. Exhale, warrior two, left arm forward, right arm back. Left knee stacks on top of that left ankle. Shoulders are stacked over the hips. Reach the fingers away from each other. Flip that left palm, reach it up and back. Reverse your triangle, straighten through the left leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach the left arm forward, cartwheel the hands down. Take a deep breath in. Skandasana to the back of the mat, or now front of the mat was front of the mat, now is back of the mat. Hands in prayer, and we're going to gently, 1 inch at a time, lower our seat all the way down onto the ground. If you need to use hands to get down there, that's totally cool. Right foot comes to the inside of the left leg. Sit up nice and tall. Reach the arms up overhead. Slight bend in the knee. Sink into those sit bones, and let's reach over that left leg. And when you can't reach anymore, relax the upper body down, round the spine. Let the forehead come down towards the knee. When you're ready, let's take one more deep breath in and one more deep exhale out. Then we'll take that left forearm and we'll bring it to the inside of the left shin. Use it as leverage, twist the torso to the right. Reach the right arm up, bicep by the ear, start to reach the right hand forward towards those left toes. Pull the right shoulder open. Beautiful. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale all the way back up. Plant that right hand behind the right hip. Let's come onto that right knee. Take a little back bend. Open it up. Nice. Left hand comes down. Shoot that right leg back. 3-leg down dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Step that right foot in between the hands. Drop the left knee down. Untuck the left toes. Bring both hands to the inside of that right foot and scooch that right foot out. Take the right toes and point them to the top right corner of the mat so the toes are turned out a little more than the heel. Right hand is going to come on the right knee. Use that to twist to the right, gaze over your right shoulder. Option to stay there or bend the left leg, reach back with the right hand and grab a hold of your foot. Awesome. Nice deep breaths. It's so nice after a leg day, isn't it? Find a back bend with the chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release it down. Half pigeon, right knee behind the right wrist. Slide the left leg over. Sink the hips down. Relax the head, relax the jaw. We're here for a few deep breaths, so really notice how you can lengthen out here. When you're ready, we're all going to walk back up onto the hands. Puff up the chest, bend the left leg, and see if you can reach back and grab for the inside of the left foot. Now, if you can't, that's totally fine. This is a practice, so maybe you just reach back energetically for that left foot. We're only here for 3, 2, and 1. Hands come down. Tuck the left toes, lift the right leg nice and high. Deep breath in, take some circles, shake it out if you need to. And then inhale through that right leg, exhale, step it in between the hands. Straighten through the right leg, pyramid pose. So maybe you need to step that left foot up a little bit. Left toes point to the top left corner of the mat. Left heel drives down. Let's inhale, halfway lift. Left hand is going to come to the inside of the right foot. Right hand is going to reach up nice and high, revolve triangle. Option for that left hand to come on a block if you need it. You guys can't see this right now, but Kate's dogs are fighting to get in there. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Relax the head, relax the jaw. Deep breaths here. Maybe close the eyes, eyelids heavy. Really leaning into the outer edges of the feet, nice and easy. Deep breath in. Let's inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge to the back of the mat. Plant the hands, left leg lifts up nice and high. 3-leg down dog. Exhale, step the foot in between the hands. And then wiggle the left foot out a little bit. Both hands come to the inside of the left foot. Left toes point to the top left corner of the mat. Drop the right knee down. Left hand on the left knee. Use that as leverage. Gaze over the left shoulder. Option to stay here or bend the right leg and reach back with the left hand. You got this. Find a back bend. Open up. Breathe through the pain, through the quad muscles. For 3, 2, and 1. Relax it down. Left knee behind the left wrist, half pigeon. Slide the right leg out nice and long. When you're ready, you can fold forward. Find those deep breaths. Find those nice long inhales, equally long exhales. Notice in the silence if your mind starts to wander. Try not to get frustrated. Just gently guide it back in. Let's take one more deep breath in. And on your exhale, walk back up onto the hands. Bend the right knee. Reach for the right foot. You don't have to grab onto it. Gentle stretch for the quad for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, release that right foot down. Tuck the right toes under. Gently extend that left leg all the way up nice and high. Exhale, step the left foot in between the hands. Pyramid pose, straighten through the left leg. Right foot steps up, plants down. Pulling that left hip back. Relaxing the forehead towards the knee. Let's inhale to halfway lift. Plant the right hand to the inside of the left foot. Reach the left arm up. Revolved triangle. Keep pulling that left shoulder open. Breathe here. For 3, 2, wide leg forward fold, because that's what I did on the other side, right? Okay, great. Relax the head, relax the jaw. Let's inhale to halfway lift here. And we're going to toe heel the feet a little wider, or actually a lot wider than hip width distance wide. Toes out, heels in. We're going to sink it down for a Malasana Yogi squat. For this, Kate, I'm going to have you turn around and face us. Yeah. From here, let's bring the hands together in prayer. Use the elbows to push the knees out nice and wide. And then we're going to plant the hands. And we're going to bring the knees down onto the floor. And we're going to set up for frog. So toes are going to point out. Inside of the knees are going to hopefully come onto the floor rather than the kneecap. This is a very, very intense inner thigh stretch. So if you need pillows or something to help make you be comfy in the inner thighs, the best thing you can do in this pose is breathe. Trust gravity, trust your body. Your body will not bend past a breaking point. So just try to use your breath to tell your body you're okay, safe space, we got you, relax. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Start to come back up onto the hands. Awesome job. Slowly bring those knees back together. And we're going to have a seat in between our feet. Yep, you got it. Nope, you can do that. Just bring your legs out. We're going to come into a wide leg forward fold on our mat. So I like to be sideways for this so that my heels can stay on my mat for comfort because I got tile floors. Sit up nice and tall and use your hands to kind of push your thighs out. Remove the fleshy part from underneath your seat. Crawl your hands forward. Take a nice deep breath in and then exhale, forward fold. Now, if you notice in this pose that you're having a really hard time rounding, or maybe you feel like your core is doing a lot of work, that's because you have tight hamstrings. So you want to put a block or a pillow or a blanket underneath your seat to lift the hips up, and that'll help propel you forward, helping to stretch in the hamstrings. And of course, if you've got that definite bend in the knees to help release the hamstrings. We're not here for long. Relax the forehead. Relax the jaw. Notice if your teeth are clenched. And when you're ready, we'll start to slowly rise back up. Send both legs forward on your mat. Close them up like a book. Let's go ahead, bring the knees, bend the knees, sit up nice and tall. You don't have to bend them too far. We're going to sit up nice and tall and grab for the outside of our feet. Take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, fold here. Now, the whole point of this is to get the belly onto the thigh. If your belly is easily touching your thigh, you can start to straighten your legs. But the second the belly and the thighs start to disengage, you've gone too far. And this is just so we can help to stretch the hamstrings and not pull so hard on our low back. Let's take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, rise back up. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll all the way back down onto your spine. Hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Grab for the outside of the feet. Take a happy baby. Bring the knees in towards the armpits. And when you're ready, we'll send the legs out nice and long on the mat. This is all we have for this class, so make sure you take some time for your Shavasana. Have it be as long or as short as you like, but as long as you spend a few moments here with your mind, that is all that matters. And we will see you next time. Thanks again. Namaste.